All right. So today our topic is, factorizing of quadratic expressions. So that's what we're gonna do today. Yay! So factorizing quadratic expressions. That's the first thing. Before we need to know, first of all, what is a quadratic expression? So the general form of a quadratic expression is general form of quadratic expression is ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is equal to the coefficient. That is, when they say the word, that is a big word, coefficient. A coefficient means it's actually it's pointing out to the number in front of the x squared. So coefficient of x squared. B is equal to the coefficient of x, that is the number in front of the x. And C is your constant. Well, your constant don't have any number whatsoever. And that's a quadratic expression. So when we factorize this quadratic expression, we need to come down to two brackets. That's how you all were doing when you all were doing factorizing by grouping. Okay? So that's what you'll be doing here. Using this quadratic expression, breaking it down into its factors in order to find the factors to the end. Okay? So let's start off with our example. Now there are more than one ways to do this thing. Okay? A lot of ways to do it. I'll show you one method which we call the box method, right? And I'll show you the other type of other method. Okay, so factorize the following. So the first question will be, so here we are factorizing where the expression is the first number in front of the a value. It's actually 1. All right. First one, x squared plus 7, x plus 12, 2, x squared plus 3x minus 10, 3, x squared minus 4x minus 21, and lastly 4, x squared minus 7x plus 6. Oops, I'm a correct the book. Ready? Everybody ready? Ready? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
As I said, there are actually more than one method in which to solve this type of question, but I'll show you all a method which I use in school. Okay? Uh-huh. Yeah, Kezia.
Yes, I have to go now. I could you could send the recording after, please.
Yes, Kezia, I will.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's go. Solution. So the first one is x squared plus 7x plus 12. All right. So we make something like a x. So what is comma? What two letters when you multiply it will give us x squared? It will be x by x. So those are the two letters when you multiply it will give us x squared. Now we need to find the two numbers that when we multiply it will give us our constant 12, but when we add them or subtract them, you must get your middle term. So the first thing that you'll need to do is actually the two letters here, when you multiply it will give us x squared. But we need to get factors when we multiply them. You will give us 12, but when you all add them or subtract them, you all must get 7. Now, in this situation, you will always be adding the factors. Okay? You know why? Because there's a positive here and a positive here. As long as your quadratic expression is set up like this, as long as it has set up in such a way where there's two addition signs, then what we'll be doing is that we'll be adding both factors. So here in this situation, we'll continually be adding both factors. All right, so what two numbers when you multiply it will give us 12? What two numbers are they?
4 and 3.
4 multiplied by 3. So let's go. If we add, so we're saying 4 multiplied by x will be 4x. 3 multiplied by x will be 3x. So 4x plus 3x will really and truly be 7x. Okay? What sign is in front of this 4?
Positive.
Positive. So it means to say in front of this 4, I will put a positive sign. What sign is in front of this 3x?
A positive.
Right, it's a positive. So it means to say in front of this 3, I will put a plus sign. So my final answer will be x plus 4 by x plus 3. Any questions concerning that?
No, miss.
Do you all understand that? Yes or no?
Yes, miss. I think this method is easier than the one that I use.
In school? Yeah,
Yes,
it's
miss.
a different method. But the thing is, I don't know if your teachers, you see, sometimes some teachers don't like it this way. They like it another way and all that type of thing. So do you all understand this? Everybody? Yes or no? All right. So I'll do the other example and then I'll give you all 2 questions to do in this. Okay? All right, you all ready? Everybody have it done? Yes or no?
Yes, miss.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go. I'll need to actually go on to the next other page. So can I move to the other page? Okay, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is x squared plus 3x minus 10. Okay, same process. Same process we're gonna go through. So I'll put in the x. All right, what two letters when you multiply to give us x squared? Okay, so let's go. What two letters will multiply will give us x squared? Obviously, it's x by x. What two numbers, when you multiply it, will give us 10? But when you, in this case, you see where it had this minus sign here? And here's a plus. This is an indication to tell us that we will be minusing the factors, but the bigger factor will be positive. You're listening? The
Yes.
bigger factor will be positive. So what two numbers, when you multiply it, will always give you 10?
Miss, can I repeat?
What two numbers, when we multiply it, will give us 10?
2 by
Yep, 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 yep. 2 by 5 or 5 by 2. So 5 times x will be 5x. X times 2 will be 2x. So here what we should do, should we add these two factors as before? Or minus it? So here we are looking at to seeing that we need to get the middle term. 5x take away 2x is equal to 3x. Okay, so isn't this positive? Right? That's what you get in here. It is center. In front of this 5, is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Yeah, positive. So it means in front of the 5 here will be positive. In front of this 2, what sign in front of it?
negative, Miss.
Negative. And that's how you'll get your answer as x plus 5 by x minus 2. Questions, questions, questions. Ask your questions. All right. Any questions?
No, miss.
All right. So any questions concerning this one? Yes or no? All right. So let's go on to example 3. Can we move on to example 3?
Yes, miss.
Right? So let's go. Same thing, number 3. X squared minus 4x minus 21. In this case now, your bigger factor. So here we need to make some little notes. Here, the bigger factor is positive. But here, the bigger factor will be negative. Here, the bigger factor is negative. Okay, so what two factors? Well, obviously we know x by x will be x squared. What two factors when you multiply it will give us 7, will give us 21. But when you well, in this case, when you add it or subtract it, will give you negative 4. What two numbers when you multiply it will give us 21?
7 and 3.
7 and 3. Now, we know that 7 times x is 7x, right? And 3 times x is 3x, right? Now, which is the bigger factor? The 7x or the 3x? 7x. So therefore now the 7x will become negative, whereas the 3x will be positive. And we know that we want negative 4x because negative 7 plus 3 will definitely give us negative 4x. Okay, do you all understand this one? Yes or no?
Yes, miss.
So what sign in front of the 7?
Negative.
All right, so therefore now, what sign in front of the 7?
Negative.
And what sign in front of the 3?
Plus.
So your final answer will be x take away 7 by x plus 3. And that's the third example. Do you guys understand this? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
no, no, or yes?
Yeah, miss.
All right, so let's, do you all understand this one? Yes or no? Understand it? Okay, dokie. So let's move on. Next one. So the next one will be number 4, x squared minus 7x plus 6. In this case, the both factors will be negative. Both factors are negative. Okay? So both factors will be negative. So let's go with this now. As usual, what times what to give us x squared? X by x. You're not seeing it?
Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm looking like, wow. Any questions about that? Now, what two numbers, when you multiply it, will give us 6?
1 times.
Yep, 1 times 6. You know why we using 1 times 6? Because we want to get negative 7. We could use 3 twos, you know. We can use 3 twos, but 3 plus 2 will give us what? And 5. That is not what we'll need here. We need negative 7. So that's why we'll use 1 times 6. So x times 1 will be x, and x times 6 will be 6x. So remember, I said both factors are negative, here negative, to give me negative 7x. All right? So in front of this 1 will be negative, and in front of the 6 will be negative. So my final answer will be x minus 1 by x take away 6. Any questions about this? And this is the first part of factorizing of quadratic expressions. Any questions about this, you guys? Yes or no?
No, miss.
Any questions? Any questions? Y'all could ask a questions, huh? All right. So I'll give you guys some questions to do along the same line. So this will be the questions. Factorize the following. Square plus 5x plus 6. X squared plus 7x minus 18. 3. X squared plus 2x minus 8. And number 4. X squared minus 7x plus 12. What 12 is? Oh, well, I'll make it 5. X squared minus 7x minus 18. Right?
Miss, can you repeat the number 5?
Number 5 is x squared minus 7x minus 18. All right? So how much?
Isn't that the same question for number 2?
Now, number 2 is x squared plus 7x minus,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Okay, so how much minutes to give you all? 5 minutes? 5 minutes, you all? 8 minutes?
10.
10 minutes? All right, I'll give you all 10 minutes starting now. Okay? So the first one is x squared plus 5x plus 6. So B x squared plus 5x plus 6. So what times what will be x by x? And what times what to give us 6? We know 3 2s are 6. All right, so 3 times x will be 3x. 2 times x will be 2x. And if we add them both, you all will get 5x. So there'll be a plus sign in front of this 3 and a plus sign in front of the 2. And so the answer will be x plus 3 by x plus 2. All right? Going on to number 2. Number 2, it is x squared plus 7x minus 18. X squared plus 7x minus 18. What two letters when you multiply it will give you x squared, x by x. What other two numbers when you multiply it will give us 18? What two numbers?
6 by
9.
3 and 9 by 8. 9 by 2.
Yes, 6 by 3, 9 by 2. What? 6 and 3 is 18. But 6 minus 3, would we get 7?
Nope.
6 plus 3, would we get 7?
Nope.
So that means these two factors we wouldn't use. Or watch this. 9 plus 2, would it be 7?
No.
But if we say 9 minus 2, we will get 7. Very good. So 9 times x is 9x. 2 times x is 2x. So what we can do is subtract. Remember with this, anytime you have something like this, you always subtract. So my plus sign will go in front of the 9 and the minus sign will go in front of the 2. So my answer will be x plus 9 by x take away 2. Any questions concerning that? Yes or no? Okay. X squared plus 2x minus 8. X by x. What two numbers when you multiply it will give us 8?
4 by 2.
4 by 2. So 4 times x is 4x. 2 times x is 2x. And if we minus these two, you'll get the 2x. So the positive sign is in front of the 4, whilst the negative sign is in front of the 2. So the answer here will be x plus 4 by x take away 2. Number 4. X squared minus 7x plus 12. Same thing, x by x. What two numbers when you multiply it will give you 12?
4 by 3.
4 by 3. You can see. 4 by 3. So 4 times x will be 4x. 3 times x is 3x. But remember, I told you all, anytime you see it looking like this, you all, both of them will be minus. Minus here, minus here. To give you minus 7x. So there'll be a minus in front of the 4 and a minus in front of the 3. So for your final answers, x take away 4 by x minus 3. Any questions so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's go to the final one. So can I move to the next one? Last question. Number 5. And number 5 is x squared minus 7x minus 18. So as usual, x by x. What times what will give us 18? Two numbers will give us 18. Will be what? So we could use 6 3 and 9 2s. Obviously, it wouldn't be 6 3. So you use 9 2. So it'd be 9 times x is 9x. 2 by x is 2x. Remember, when it is like this format, the bigger number will be minus, while the smaller number will be a plus, in order for us to get minus 7x. So the bigger number minus, my smaller number plus. So my final answer will be x minus 9 by x plus 2. And that's what you will do for factorizing of quadratic expressions. Any questions, you all?
Yes.
Any questions? All right. So therefore now, that will be the end of this particular topic.